The Romans were deeply influenced by the cultures around them, most notably the Greeks and the Etruscans. From the Greeks, Rome borrowed philosophy, art, and architecture. The Etruscans, on the other hand, gave Rome a blueprint for governance and society, from which the Roman Empire would use to become one of the most powerful empires in human history. Before Rome became the mighty empire we know today, another civilization ruled the lands of central Italy, an enigmatic people skilled in art, warfare, and governance. These were the Etruscans. Shrouded in mystery, their culture would ignite the flame of Rome's destiny, casting long shadows over its early rise. But who were the Etruscans? They were a people of profound innovation, sophisticated architects, engineers, and artists. Flourishing between the 8th and 3rd centuries BCE, their cities were among the most advanced in the Mediterranean. Their engineering prowess would give rise to massive stone walls, grand temples, and the invention of the arch, an architectural marvel Rome would later adopt as its own. But their achievements weren't just confined to buildings and art. The Etruscans were also masterful warriors and sailors, ruling over the seas with their formidable fleets. They wielded power not through brute strength alone, but through an advanced network of alliances and trade routes that connected them to the Greeks, Phoenicians, and others. Yet perhaps their most enduring impact would come through their contact with a small settlement just south of their borders, the nascent city of Rome. Rome and the Etruscans first came into contact through trade. Rome, a budding community, saw its potential future reflected in the grandeur of the Etruscan cities. But this relationship soon deepened. More than just an exchange of goods, it became an exchange of ideas. By the 6th century BCE, Etruscan kings ruled over Rome itself. They brought with them advancements in urban planning, transforming Rome from a small cluster of huts into a fortified city with paved roads, drainage systems, and temples. They introduced religious rituals, symbols of authority, and even the concept of the fasces, the bundle of rods symbolizing power and authority, which would later become a powerful symbol of Roman leadership. The Etruscans also brought cultural influence. Roman society adopted Etruscan religious practices, such as interpreting the will of the gods through divination. Their art, fashion, and even military strategies reflected the Etruscan way of life. Rome, it seemed, was being molded by Etruscan hands. But as is the nature of history, empires do not rise without struggle. Rome, growing in ambition, began to assert its independence, eventually rebelling against the Etruscan kings. A fierce power struggle ensued. In 509 BCE, Rome would expel its last Etruscan king, signaling the dawn of the Roman Republic. Rome would continue to rise, but its meteoric ascent was shaped by those who came before. The Etruscans, now their subjects, had unknowingly passed the torch of civilization to a city destined for greatness. The Etruscans had ignited the spark, but it would be Rome that fanned the flames. And as Rome grew, it would remember the lessons learned from its mysterious neighbors, lessons that would endure for centuries. But how did Rome take these lessons and transform itself into a power unlike any the world had seen before? What made this fledgling city rise to become the heart of an empire? The answer lies in its relentless ambition and its ability to forge new alliances and conquer vast lands.